Hey guys, back again. Just wanted to do a real quick thing here to kind of talk about, I guess, previewing week two here. The matchups I think are the biggest ones. I got to say myself versus Tommy. I scored the most last week. Tommy scored the third most. I think this is gonna be a pretty big matchup, and it's kind of projected to be pretty close. Um, I'm gonna get a little cocky and say I'm gonna pull it out somehow, some way. I scored 152 last week. I'm hopeful I can kind of do something similar. I don't expect to get that much, but hey, it's not impossible. Um, then moving on to Burrell versus Chase. I'm not sure what to say here. I think Burrell's going to pull it out. Burrell had a pretty stout team last week. If he'd have started Smith, he would have been a lot closer with me. Chase looks like he's struggling a little bit. Projections are close. Burrell's got a little bit of a difference that's in his favor. So I'm going to assume that stays true. Um, Jason versus Clint. I just for some reason am not sure if Clint's team is solid. I think Jason drafted really well, even though the results didn't show it last week. They're projected pretty close. Until Clint shows he can win a few more games, I'm going to go ahead and give Jason the nod here, in my opinion. But this could go either way on both of those two. Ross versus Tony. Tony was a bit of a surprise last week. I kind of was expecting him to score less than 100, and he kind of went off with a few guys. And that's not to say it couldn't happen again. Ross had a really good week last week, so I suspect they're going to be really close and tight. I'm gonna go with Tony. I think I'm gonna let him see what he does this week. I kind of felt like his team is quite a bit better than it looked like when he first drafted it. So we'll see what happens. Moving on to Jeff versus Chris. Jeff is on his way to, I think, Broken Bow to go float the river out there or something. So he won't even be watching his team much this weekend. Uh, so, which is probably a good thing because I think Chris is gonna beat him and beat him pretty badly. Chris has got a really stout team, and I think Jeff's team is a little overrated. Kind of evidenced by last week. Pretty underwhelming week in my opinion. And finally, last but not least, Drew versus Eric. This is a clash of, well, not titans, but just two regular people with pretty decent teams. Not so much decent on Eric's end, but the projections kind of show that they're going to be pretty close. I I do not believe that. I dispute that. I'm pretty sure Eric will lose. No offense, buddy, but Drew's team is going to pull away, probably win by 20 points. That's my thoughts for this week. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.